little flair there. Mr. BC Place to Be actually came up with that. So we're working on a new intro. But what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. If you have never seen BC tanned, well, get ready because he is brown sound. If you spent the evening or afternoon today outside, congratulations. It was a beautiful day. If you spent your afternoon at the Mississauga Comics Show, you got to see me, but there was no deals to be made today. Oh, my gosh. But anyway, happy Sunday. Star Wars is all the buzz right now. So congratulations to the Star Wars people. But yeah, let's get the show going, man. I'm excited. New comic book day, comic news, and no spec, but we will be talking about a trailer that we haven't talked about on the show yet, and it's been about a week. So figure let's talk about it. Not gonna rush through the show, but just keep in mind Miami Heat are playing in a game 7, so probably not gonna stay too long. But yeah, so let's get it kicking. 1/5 of the comic kingpins is in the house. 20%, guys. That's 20%. Mr. Black Crown. What's up, man?
How much, man? You?
Dude. I think you're like a variant of BC, man. Last time I saw you, you were like white like me.
Is it too much? It's too much. I'll switch to Newbie. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás, man?
Oh, but dude, what's going on, man? Happy Sunday, man.
Yeah, same to you, bro. Yo, okay, so I'm surprised you're even doing the show. I'm looking at the score right now. Heat are down. It's 45-32.
They were down by 21 at one point. So, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Lots of basketball left.
Yeah, it's so funny because like there were like the first 3 shots. I'm like, fuck, if they make this, they lose. And then I'd be like, fuck. And my wife's like, it's like I can't watch a game with you. I'm like, just settle down. She's a Leafs fan, so she's not used to like second and third rounds in like sports playoffs. So, right. You know, it is what it is. But yeah,
that was a cheap shot. I love it.
Ooh, I just call it how it is. Actually, it was so funny because yesterday we were watching the Rangers game. And if you guys don't know, I'm a Rangers fan as well. But she was like, "Oh my God, why don't the Rangers do this?" And I'm like, "Okay, first of all, you're a Leafs fan. So if we want like, you know, if we want to know how to like lose in the first round, we'll contact you." But the Rangers usually play into the second and third round, like, you know, every year here and there. So let's
it's game 7 tomorrow. So
I know, dude. I got 2 game 7, so I'm freaking losing my mind, man. So yeah, tomorrow I get home at I'm gonna be getting home at 8, and that's literally all I'm doing is just watching the Rangers game. So
it's not like you're gonna watch Comic Kingpins, right? Thanks. I'm just kidding.
I'm working, and you're not even on the show.
I'm not. I will not be on tomorrow, but the guys have a killer show lined up, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to catch the replay. You want to know where I'm going to be tomorrow?
You're going to tell me anyway.
I will. Well, I might as well tell everybody, but you know I'm a big wrestling fan. I'm actually, I'm checking off the bucket list tomorrow. I'm meeting Mick Foley in person, so I'm super excited about that. Mankind, Dude Love. Come on.
How are you meeting Mick Foley? Like he's just at like your Starbucks or like, you know,
No. I'm not cool enough to be meeting up with him, but he's actually doing a comedy show in Montreal. And my brother, my kid brother and I, we're going for the exclusive meet and greet. So
wow.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun. Good time.
Thanks for the invite. I mean, I only live like 7 hours away from you, so
bro. You're more than welcome. You still got time.
Yeah. I'll leave.
I work tomorrow till 8.
Yeah. Well, let's say hello to the chat real quick before we get it going. And I totally forgot. And no disrespect to my American friends. Happy Memorial Day weekend, man. It's a long weekend. Yeah. I can't keep up with us. Like our long weekend was last week. Theirs is this week. Like I can't.
Nobody can even keep up with us.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with us.
So yeah, it's crazy. But let's say hello to the chat, Mr. Michael Baker. What's going on, man? Gold medal to you. The show is canceled if the Heat lose. I might be crying next Sunday. I don't know. But you know what? I will be very honest with you guys. I don't care. It doesn't matter if Boston or Miami win. I think Golden State's taking it. It's just how it's written. So yeah, Mr. Dan Delatorre, what's going on with the silver medal? Mr. Aldo, he's taking home the bronze. Aldo is a friend of Newbie in real life, so props to him. Mr. Comic Dude, another 20% of the Comic Kingpins. Newbie, did I not say Heat in 7? Let's go. Yeah, when are they gonna like play defense in this game though? That's what I'm worried about. Mr. Bleeker St Comics is in the house. Sam, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Didn't see you today in Mississauga, so hopefully I see you in the Toronto show. 28 days away, And I know that because it's 28 days away from my birthday. So, yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 30, 31. Yeah, 28 days. So, just so you guys know. Mr. Tim, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever, man. We got to change that. So, hopefully in in the near future we change that, man. Miguel is in the house. What's going on? She Shrek. What's going on? That threw me off. Oh man, what's going on?
Love the account, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Mr. Funhouse is in here. What's going on? Michael Baker, BC, gonna miss retrospect. Who's running the show tomorrow?
Oh, that's a mystery.
You're gonna have to find out.
But there's no retrospect tomorrow. It's next Monday. It got pushed. There you go.
Push it to the limit. All right, let's get the show started.
You can do it.
Guys, there's 4 quarters, all right? So let's just yeah. I just hate how every game has been a blowout. It's just like it's really frustrating. So all right, let's get the show ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right, that's New Comic Book Day, guys.
We're done. That was it. Thank you.
Next
Here we go.
Yeah, let's get it started, man. Hernani's in here. Kevin's in here. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? All right, let's get the show going. Dun, 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 dun. Newbieverse episode number 94. Oh my God. Now, we do have a new setup, right? Obviously, everybody knows who's been tuning in lately. You know, we start the show a little differently, but some things stay the same. What are those? Well, channel sponsor, Mr. Brandon at Back in Time Comics, CGC authorized dealer, everything nerd. You got it here. He actually just did an outdoor thing today at his shop. It was actually kind of cool. If I wasn't working, I probably would have made the drive because it was beautiful. And I haven't seen him in a while, so, you know, I feel like he owes me a beer. But make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram and on Facebook. He does auctions there really well, really successful. Flaker sales, New Comic Book Day stuff, all things comics, pops, action figures, Star Wars. He is your guy. Make sure you guys go sub him up or follow him rather because he's not on YouTube yet. But Noob, I don't know where to find him. Boom. Don't lie, right there. Back in Time Comics on Instagram and on Facebook. Back in Time Comics Collectibles. All right, guys, and of course he's in the chat right now. But Mr. Bleeker Comics, I was gonna do reverse there. Bleeker Street Comics is in the house. $10 a press, $5 a clean. He's my guy. Every Sunday on Turner Crest, St. Catharines. You can find him in the flea market. Make sure you guys go check him out. He just loaded up on a few toys and things like that. He-Man stuff. Lots of things happening on Bleeker's end, so make sure to go check him out. Hector, Celtics will coach. Yeah, they better. I haven't decided if I'm going to buy like the Eastern Conference Finals hat if they do win. I usually don't. I usually just buy the championship hat. Actually, I only have 2 of the 3. I don't have the 2006 championship hat, which I don't know what I was thinking back then.
I think they already have the hats made, and when they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals or become the champs or whatever, they end up like just shipping it away to some random place.
There was actually a documentary on ESPN about that. They actually send all that stuff to like Africa and stuff. Yeah, because you'll see some pictures, and they've stopped sending a lot of stuff because like a lot of places will actually pay money, like big money for those. It's like a rarity to have it, right? So like if your team actually lost in the final, you can find a shirt that says, "No, look, we fucking," it's actually more rare. So yeah,
that's wild,
really strange, but yeah. All right, guys, let's get into it. Show 94, 6 away from 100, which means 100 weeks of Newbie, man. Jesus Christ! Thank you, guys. All right, we start the show off with Dynamite Pick of the Week, just simply because, well, why not? This week's Dynamite Never Dies number 4. The art on the bra there is just really well, like just the scales and stuff like that. I thought it was really cool. Also the back, see where it says 004 rated teen plus, like that sky, just bomb. Also, I got a thing for redheads, so. Again, am I going to buy it? No, it's just a Dynamite Pick of the Week. That's pretty much it. Chad's in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
There he is.
Surge is here as well. Surge. All right, guys.
I don't know.
I got a new segment.
What is this?
It's called, what am I looking at? by Black Crown. Yes, Black Crown is actually going to have his own segment.
No, hold up.
In the Newbieverse, right
What?
here.
Oh, yo, I'm so getting you back. What is this, man?
Oh man.
Okay, cool. Let's see what this is.
It's a single on the book. Giant boobs always win. Absolutely. So yes. So BC, he does a lot for the channel. He does a lot for me. And I just feel like, you know what? I want to give him like, I mean, the cliche is like, I want to give him his 5 minutes of fame, but you know what? I want him to be a part of the Newbieverse more than he already is. And I want to highlight him. So,
oh boy,
Mr. BC got a new segment. So every time he is actually on, he'll be talking about 2 or 3 books that he is looking at. So, BC, what are you looking at this week?
Oh,
BC's
shit.
2 picks. Take it away, man.
First off, screw you for pulling up that that photo. What the fuck?
Yo, I had to do some digging, man.
Oh no, don't worry, I'm gonna get you back, yo. Hey, guys, chat, don't forget, I saw Newbie with braids. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, man. All right.
But yeah, man. Okay, Avengers Forever 6. Now, it seems that this is probably gonna be one of the bigger ones of the week. I would put it at least within the top 2, but you see over there it says Enter Vibranium Man, but the real kicker here is that within the story we're gonna end up getting like a King Killmonger, and he has a pretty neat design, but we're also gonna be getting, spoiler alert,
dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's Star Panther. Yes, Star Panther. So if you want to spec on it or not, man, totally up to you. But definitely grab it if you think this is spec worthy.
You know what's crazy? Before you go on to the next book, what I think is crazy is some people were talking about this one already in like the last like 2 days. I've been hearing more information about it come out, and a lot of people are just like, oh, "Okay, Tosin's done," and I'm like, "You're just like done with it?" And some people are like, "Yeah, man, fuck it, like this is the new way," and I'm like it's so quick how people just jump to the next thing, and it's like, man, I don't know, man, it bothers me. But anyway, continue, sir.
But yeah, so that's that for this one. Ghost Rider 3. Look, no idea who this nightmarish trucker is that they're mentioning within the solicitation, but we'll see. The series has been off to a solid start. I think that issue 1 and 2 have been great. I'm actually really liking this a lot, so I'm recommending it. Not much for the spec, but definitely read. If you're not on it, get on it. You're sleeping if you're not. All the covers for this issue are insane. And yeah, man, I really like it. Now, there was my number 1 pick of the week, which is not here. I assume it's one that's going to pop up throughout your slides, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll talk about that one later. But guys, I had no say in this segment, and damn you, I will get you back. That's all I'm saying.
So just remember, guys, BC is gonna have his weekly segment here, and it's gonna be whatever books, right? But I'm gonna highlight it because he does a lot. He gets a lot of information. So segment moving forward, BC, what am I looking at? Brought to you by Black Crown Comics.
Oh.
All right, guys, let's go on to some DC stuff. And we got 3 number 1 alerts. Kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's like, well, of course, we get another Batman, right? So we got Shadow War Omega. It's a cool cover. I'll give it that. Justice League Road to Dark Crisis. And then we have Batman Beyond the White Knight. But wait a minute. We just got that. No. We're going to add Showcase Edition 1. So we're just running out of titles. We're just adding words to more titles. So 3 number 1s. What are your thoughts, man?
Okay, so for the Shadow War Omega, like I said, I'm digging the whole Shadow War stuff that's going on. Justice League Road to Dark Crisis. This is a pickup for me, 100%. I'm excited for this whole event. But I'm grabbing that one, and Batman Beyond White Knight. Yeah, I'll grab.
Remember the last time Sean Murphy did something like this?
Between these 3, I really think that Road to Dark Crisis might be the winner. of these three. Yeah, 100%. Yo, that picture was taken as a joke. Look at you, bro. I will get.
Yo,
you.
I had to go so back into his person. Oh man, but hey, it was out of love, guys. It was out of love. It was out of love. Yeah,
Man.
I'm not getting any of these, man. I'm not getting, because I already know that these are going to be on the shelf. So if anything big pops off, it's going to be on the shelf. So I can wait. I'm not going to run out and get this. I still have like my Grimms in my pull box. Like that's how long it's been since I've been to a comic shop.
Hold up. You're talking about Grimm that just dropped?
Yeah, #1, like first print. Yeah.
You're sleeping, man.
Dude, I've been so busy. Like, it's crazy.
Did you pick up the Frizen, J. Lee's? What'd you pick up?
Just cover A.
You're sleeping.
Dude, if there was only like an FOC show or like a New Comic Book Day show.
Right? Goddamn. Those kingpins are sleeping.
Speaking of Grim, great segment, right? Like, I feel like I'm good at this. I feel like I'm really good at this. Why? Because I actually make the presentation, I make the show. But guys, Grim #1 second print. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Rocksteady, aka Greg, he's been teaching me a little bit more about like kind of the science behind second prints. And some people might be like, "What science are you talking about? You're an idiot." But there is, right? Like, if #1 first print, a lot of people are going after it. Most people, and the story doesn't kind of pan out, or it's kind of like a flake. A lot of people might not go to the second or third print, making those like really low print run, right? We always love that word, though, that saying, right? But then vice versa is if like cover A, nobody was, on it, and then it becomes a hot book. Well, then the second and third print are the ones that just get mass produced because people go after it, right? There's like so much hidden magic to it.
But there's a story behind this one.
Yes.
So
go ahead.
Yeah. Not sure if you guys are aware, but Boom I don't even know if we can say accidentally, but this became an exclusive at this point because it was on FOC, but Boom decided to limit the print and get that rolling out so that it can make its way out before issue 2. So there's a limited print run on this, and I think they got actually like reallocated. So now I guess it's going to be more scarce and harder to find out there in the wild. I don't even think you will be able to find it if you didn't already pre-order.
Challenge accepted.
Sorry?
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. But it's exactly like Berserker. Remember issue 1 when they got to the second print? Everybody was going wild for it.
So this will be a $20 to $25 book basically by the week.
Yeah. So due to that, I think this is going to probably be one of the books to pick up this week. If you find it in the wild, definitely grab it. Don't sleep on it. Even if you're not, you don't care about this book, I guarantee you pick it up. Secondary market's going to definitely do well with this one.
Yeah. I didn't know that until you told me, but it was too late, obviously. But yeah, Grim #1 second print, allocated, low print run. It's going to be scarce to find. I am telling you right now, this will probably be a $20 to $25 book by Wednesday. I don't know what it's going for right now, but once that gets out, usually the news doesn't come out until Wednesday night, Tuesday morning, because that's how slow we are as comic people sometimes. But yeah,
I'm curious to see how many shops actually fulfill their orders for people who pre-order.
Yeah. A lot of shops around here, they never get requests for second or third print. They only buy those on request. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What's going on, Kenneth? Mr. VCJ. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, hold on. If you guys didn't yet, go check out Newbie's unboxing with Chris, man. We learned about Chris's injured third leg, and yes, you heard that correctly.
Oh, man. Oh, geez. All right. Image Comics. This one just, I don't know. First of all, I like the cover, and I don't know what that says about me. The #1, Tinian is writing it, right? I don't know. I don't know why. I saw this and I'm like, this is creepy, but at the same time, like, I dig it. My favorite color is red, so maybe that's it. I'm biased to red, black, and white covers. I don't know. I might be picking this up. I really am. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
up until now, your reasoning for why scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. This will be.
I like
really
red.
weird.
I like monsters and claws. Sure, but dude, yeah, okay, monsters in the closet. Okay, wow, haven't heard that one before, but it's written by Tinian, so who knows?
That's what like kind of stood out to me, where I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? And then I was like, okay, like the cover, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, because on Previews World right now, if you guys want, you can go and check out. This book has a preview to it where you can see the first couple pages, and I wasn't too fond of the artwork on the.
Oh my god, people
pages.
weren't too fond of like AF-15. They weren't too fond of FF1.
Department of Truth, bro.
They weren't.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, out the gate, I didn't. Like,
Action Comics 1. People did not like that art. Like it was just something that people didn't like. So
who says who?
That's what I keep telling people now. When people are like, "Yeah, I just didn't like the art." I'm like, "Yeah, same thing happened with like Action Comics 1." So
yeah, of course. But anyways, I'm picking it up. I'm curious. Not for the reasons Newbie is exactly. Likes redheads, red doors, red cars.
Oh, yeah. Oh God.
But yeah, I'm grabbing it.
All right. One of the bigger-ish books, I guess, after Grimm for what it is. And I forgot to ask, but like I do feel like it's a very slow week. If you didn't get Grimm or this one, but this one, a lot of people have been talking about ever since it did hit FOC. So you got Miles Morales, 38, right? 30,
Yeah.
38. A lot of people are making big noise based on Billy Morales, his sister. You kind of run into, and it's actually funny that we run into this issue with baby versus adult, because we just had this with Fantastic Four 245. And I actually asked Vancouver Comic Junkie about this on our video that we did last time, where I'm like, it's kind of interesting that 245 Fantastic Four went up because Franklin's an adult, but yet the Annihilation one, Fantastic Four Annual 6 didn't spike at all. And I thought that was interesting, right? Because that's technically his first appearance. So I don't know. When it comes to like babies and they're adults and whatever, I mean, one, get them both, but two, I mean, I think adult is trumping it. So I don't know. I think this one would probably be the better bet if you're betting into that, Miles Morales family wheel treehouse of things. I think this is the one to go, right?
I guess. Look, I'll be honest. I'm kind of getting annoyed with this whole multiversal, futuristic things going on, like with all these reintroductions or introductions of characters. But like, we're getting Billy Morales from what seems to be like an alternate reality as Spider Smasher, right? That's the thing. Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of, let's say, Dylan with Codex, right? It's the same thing, ish. But yeah. It kind of seems like they're going in the future here, and Salem, basically is the clone of Miles Morales and is the bad guy. Within this issue, has quite the interesting story here, and there's a very neat twist. So I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's pretty cool. It's going to be a good read, spec wise. Who knows? Like I said, it kind of gives me that Codex vibes. But
and we all know how that did.
Yeah,
that did really well. So
yep.
This one was probably going to be like the book this week, though, right? Like this one is it. So just be careful with it. There is a variant that I like too. It's basically just her on the cover, like basically like torso up kind of thing. It's kind of cool. So, all right, guys, let's switch gears here. RP's in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? Me and RP did this much of buying comics today at that show. This much.
No, but I feel like there's always a show near your place. Like, what the fuck? Every weekend you're at a show.
There's not. Sometimes I drive out. There was a show today. Mississauga show had the same show that I sold at in March. They did another show today. Next one's October 2nd. Yeah, we went, man, and literally I went with RP. I went with Mr. Just Cruz, my guy. Dude, literally the same books, the same vendors were at this one that they were in March, and literally the same books were priced the exact same way. And you cannot tell me that prices stay the same since March 29th. It is really ridiculous. And the one thing, and I even had this conversation with Chris and a few people, but the one thing that really pisses me off is like it was cheaper to buy on eBay today. And I had the conversation with this guy about Jungle Action 6. I had the conversation about a Fantastic Four book that I was looking at. They were just like, no, the last one sold for, and it's so funny because both guys that I was like talking to, they're like, well, the 9.8 for this book just sold for 7,200, and I'm like,
so
oh, okay, great, but this isn't a 9.2. This is like a 4.0 raw. Like this has nothing to do with that, right? So I was very disappointed. And then when they talked, I was just looking at eBay, man, and I'm like, okay, what? Like, perfect example. Jungle Action 6, right? The one that I posted. Some people think I bought it. I didn't buy it. It was $150, and it was like detached at one staple. It was the bottom was like just not really good. It was probably going to come back at 2.0.
Yeah.
And the guy wanted 150. Okay. So 150 plus I'd have to press it and clean it, right? So that usually puts you at $25, $30, right? So you're already at 180. Then because of the date, right? I don't think it's modern, right? I think it's like earlier than 75. I could be wrong. So let's say $100 to grade, right? Just there for fair. Let's go 80, right? Because some shops to send modern or to send that tier literally is like $80. Like Dungeon Comics does it for 76. So let's say 80, right? So you're already putting 80 into 180. That's 260 to get a 2.0. But for 350, you can get a 4.5. And you can get it like in 2 weeks in your hand right there, right? So like I just do that compare game and I'm like, why would I put that much money and that much time into a book I really want, So it's just crazy. The other thing too is that there's a Toronto show. There's a massive Toronto show with 100 vendors on my birthday, June 26th. So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to keep my money in my pocket and we'll go. But Philip is just fucking. I gotta get a picture with Philip and tell him he's famous.
But it's unfortunate that vendors even do that, man. It's just, I get it. You got to pay for your table and you're being there and your time and all that stuff. Totally get it. But like, if you're upcharging to the point where it's just easier for me to grab it online, it's kind of gonna, defeat the purpose of me coming out to this con and try to strike a deal with you.
Especially when gas is like, and I don't care where you are. I mean, you're lying yourself if you're not saying gas is expensive right now, but it's it's almost 203 here. That's ridiculous.
Dude, forget gas. It's just, it doesn't look like I said, I get it. You're at a con, you got to pay for your table, but like
the one guy,
you want to push books. Come on.
The one guy, and if Peter's in here, he can vouch, man. I think RP can too, if he remembers, but there's this one guy, he had a ASM 300 raw. I would literally put that book, and I feel like I'm pretty good at grading. I'm not like the greatest, I'll never grade anything 9.8, 9.6. I'm usually like, you know what, this is near mint, 9.4, be happy, right? So then if it comes back anything better, you're good. I graded this book at maybe like a 7. One, the guy got like fucking, he didn't like that, right? And I'm like, but it's got this tick, this has got, like I was just near, and he's just like, no. He wanted $1,200 for a 7.0 raw. You go down the corner in the same show, and the guy's got a 9.0 CGC for $1,200.
Yeah, but that's it. It's
like, do you understand? Like, it's just crazy. It's so crazy to me, man. Like, and people think that like I don't know about you guys. Anytime I go to a show, I scope it out first. Because I'm not overpaying just at the beginning because you're excited. Like I go around, man. That's how I usually do things. So
yeah, but again, it's unfortunate. Yeah, swag, 100%, man. It's weird. It's weird. Like you could barely strike a deal with these types of vendors. It's unfortunate. I'm lucky enough that I also find some good deals online, like let's say Facebook Marketplace, just the most random places, but. You go to these conventions and it's kind of worthless. It's like I'm spending, especially Comic Cons, right? Like you're spending money to get in there, it's kind of not worth it anymore for a comic collector. If you want to go for, let's say, the celebrities, the signings,
It's different.
the entertainment, then it's fine. But if you're going and spend, let's say, $40 a ticket to get in hopes of finding deals, man, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, it's true. So Mississauga show is selling Comic-Con prices. Yeah. And TK always been to that show, man, and it's insane. Mark Spector's in the house. Let's talk how gas is $2 a liter in Canada. Ouch, that's $8 a gallon.
Don't remind me, yo.
Just
$50 Canadian got me not even half a tank of gas.
Dude, our SUVs here, it's almost like $145 to fill up. It's ridiculous.
And tell me, every time you fill up, you don't think to yourself, man, I could have bought this comic. I could have got.
Dude, every time I go to the gas station, I'm like, man, that's like a nice pair of sandals, or that's like, this comic. That's how I think in life. Like, I'm always like, oh, that could have been this, that could, and then people are like, hey, Noob, why don't you come out here and like come to the weekend? And I'm like, I can't because I'm paying gas up the ass.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Right? Forge, dude, game 7 tomorrow. Yes. Oh man, you know what? I hope to. I mean, we're gonna look Forge, and you can call me out. You could say I'm not a real Rangers fan, and I understand that, but I am.
No, he's not.
I think we're gonna win tomorrow. I really do, but I don't see us coming close to beating Tampa, and I hope to God I'm wrong. I really do. But yeah, Tampa's just another demon. I think Tampa's gonna three-peat. It's gonna be Tampa, Colorado. I think there's gonna three-peat, but that's just me. So
I see it happening.
Fuck the Rangers, go Canes. Man, Chad, timeout. All right, let's get into it, guys. Comic book news. And actually, I didn't want to get too off topic, but like with Swag, his comment, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of variables, and we've talked about it, but there's a lot of variables that have changed with comic pricing, especially now that Whatnot is here and it's accessible to way more sellers. I know I've been talking to a lot of guys who use Whatnot. And as a seller, it sucks unless you're like a big time seller. Like Very Gary, you're doing great. Thomas, he's doing great. Mel V, he's doing great. Like big guys that have like a lot of stuff and like a lot of rarity books. Yeah, they're doing great. Big followings. There's a lot of people that don't, and it's not good for selling. It's good for buying because you can get a $20 book for $5. That's great. You can get a $50 book for $5, $10, right? That's great. But it's also changed the landscape, I find, for like Facebook Market, Craigslist, Kijiji, eBay, right? And I think a lot of people on eBay now are taking these lower end offers and stuff like that. There's a lot of books I was looking at. I'll always look at the sold listings. A lot of them in the last like 2 to 3 weeks, it's literally like best offer, best offer, best offer, best offer. And you don't know what they went for. They're scratched out, obviously. But I really do think that Whatnot has really changed the landscape and prices. Like it's, and I feel it in my sales personally with what I do, because monthly, what I was doing before Whatnot was so accessible is a shadow of what I'm doing now, man. It's like,
yeah, well, dude, a lot of people use eBay sold pricing to base their purchase, right, on if they're within the the market. So yeah, eBay totally did do that. Oilers, yeah, dude, man.
Yeah, Chris is a huge Oilers fan. He grew up in Edmonton, so yeah. Swag, if you want to do a video or something about that, I would love to talk about it, especially being a seller on there. But I really do think that it's really changed the landscape, and I know tons of people that are just like, you know what? And I had the conversations today at the show where they were like, "Noob, you're doing Whatnot. That's awesome." In the same breath, those people are like, "Dude, I go to this guy's show because like he literally has like 6 followers or 3 followers, and I just get these $20-$30 books for nothing." And I'm like, that's exactly what I mean. And then people get mad. Like I've had people upset with me where they're like, dude, you're not going to put up that book. It's like, do you honestly think I'm going to put up like a $300 slab for it to go for $50 on Whatnot?
But see, that's the thing that's scary as a seller on Whatnot, right? Is because you could end up being the big time loser on that end of things. And it's a gamble, you know what I mean? Especially out the gate starting on Whatnot, like, you want to put out some good stuff where people are going to keep wanting to come back, but you might have to take an L every now and then, which is understandable.
I'm going to be honest. When books sell for $1, I don't do dollars anymore. I do $3 because at least it covers everything. But like $1 on Whatnot gives you 59 cents US. If you're buying a book for $3, and I know a guy locally here, he just got accepted for Whatnot. he's been buying up all these $3 books. He's like, dude, I'm going to make a killing. I'm like, I know personally he's not. He's not. He's going to be selling those books for $1, and it's literally going to be different. But eBay, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would sell anywhere between like 50 to, let's say 30 to 60 books a month on eBay sales, let's say, right? Because sometimes it's like combos or whatever. Man, since Whatnot has taken over in this past, like, let's say 30 days, this last month, man, my sales probably 8 to 10. Like that's huge, man. That's like 70% almost. So yeah, but it seems like Whatnot right now is king. So the landscape has changed drastically in the past month. Yeah. And it's all credit to that. I've been talking to a lot of people that think the same. So the shipping scares me on Whatnot. Yeah. Too many sellers, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, not enough members. And yes, the shipping is killing most sales. Yeah. And that's the thing. So
yeah, because I believe the first book is like 16, right? US
16, and then every book after that is $1.50 now. I think they changed it, and there's like another fee. So like it's not really helpful when Canadians are buying in the US and the US are buying from Canada. It's really not helping. So
can you do like a hold box? Like let's say I bought off of you and I'd be like, okay, hold my shipping because of your next sale I might buy more and then we can combine.
No, because the barcodes are strictly for that show only, and the weight is made for that. So every show is a little bit different.
Got it.
Also, you don't get paid unless you have to get to 1,000 sales before the money is. So like if I sold 1,000 books, right? Like lifetime, and then you go and buy. So my 1,001, that money is automatic as soon as you buy the book and win the auction. However, I don't get paid if you buy a book now from me because I haven't passed the 1,000 threshold. I don't get the money until you actually receive the package.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is cool because it covers on that end and gives a guarantee, right? So
there's just way too many sellers now, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people. And you know what? I'm not saying I'm above it or not part of it, but there's a lot of people that are just selling like, they think, oh my God, you know what? I got this long box of nothing. I'm just going to put it up and I'm going to sell it. It's like, no. Do I have dollar books that I'm putting up there for $1? Yes. Right. But so does everybody else. So T-Bone's in the house. What's going on? Does Whatnot have staying power? Man, I feel like I could talk about Whatnot. You know what? I'm going to get together maybe this in a week or two. Let's get together. I'm going to get some guys from the Whatnot community, American or Canadian, and we'll talk Whatnot.
Nice.
Dun, dun. Guys.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Star Wars here. I hate buying from Newbie. He sends book with no boards and bags. That is not true.
Bro.
Is it true? Oh my! Oh, one book. Okay, so I bought a collection that didn't have. I say a collection. I bought 2 long boxes from this guy, and he literally had no boards in any of them. It was just bags, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah." So there was a few books. I didn't really sell a lot from there, but yeah, there was a few books that didn't have boards. But there's a paper crisis, man. Estimated weight per book to the US is approximately 150 to ship after the first book. Yeah. Tatum killing it right now. Don't look. Please stop. Please stop. IG live sales for me. Hernani, the thing is with Whatnot though, it's very nice because as a seller, I know I'm getting my money and it's going to be shipped. And even as a buyer, I know it's going to be shipped because you can track it every time it's scanned, right? So the security of it is there as a seller and a buyer. So,
yeah, it's awesome for that.
Spoiler alert, eBay will buy Whatnot if the platform maintains this. I don't know, man. I don't know. But let's get into it. Comic news, and then let's get to the trailer. And then Newbie's got to go because the Miami Heat might not win it. So this might be the last time I see them for a bit. All right, guys. Speed Racer live action series from J.J. Abrams coming to Apple TV. You say what? I say, yo, this is sick. Because
yeah, man.
When I was growing up, I watched the TV show, obviously in Spanish, not English, but I love Speed Racer. I don't know who the hell this guy is. If that's the guy they're going with, great. But I just wanted to see, Speed Racer. I think on on cover price. The Speed Racer book made its way to like 3 or 4, maybe in the top 2. I can't remember. But it's cool, man. It's nostalgic. I love this stuff. Obviously, I won't be able to find the book because people are going to be asking for an arm and leg maybe down the road. But I'm pumped for this. I like it. I grew up on Speed Racer. What are your thoughts, man? I'm
excited, man. I believe it's Warner Brothers as well that's behind this for Apple TV, right? So
I believe.
Yeah, I'm excited. I actually think this is going to be awesome, man. Like you said, the book immediately exploded once news broke. I know a few boys close to us, like example Marvel and stuff, were talking about this book prior, saying, "Man, keep an eye out. It might happen," and boom, there you have it. So shout out to Marvel. I didn't end up scoring a copy, but yeah, man, I think this is going to be awesome. I honestly,
I think so too, man. I honestly think so too. I can't wait. It's gonna be interesting to see what car they use, though. That was like the first thing that I said, because I'm like, listen, I can't fix your car. Like, I'm not a mechanic by any means. Like, if you pop the hood and you're like, yeah, man, like it looks like this valve is like making this noise on the timing belt, I'll be like, it's a Honda, right? Like, I know cars. Like, if someone's like, hey, what year is that car from? Like, I am well enough to know that's like, hey, that's like a 2015 because the light is this way and it's not this way, or the body's this. Like, I know that. I know different brands.
Yeah.
But I can't fix your car, right? Like, if you get a flat tire, I'll be like, yeah, it's probably like the router, right? And you'll just look at me like, what? But I'm interested, more importantly, when it comes to the show, what car are they going to be driving? Because it's going to come down to, markability and how cool it is and what brand. It's a fucking race car. In my mind, I want it to be like the Porsche, like the 4-door Porsche, just like an all white, black rims. But I don't think they're gonna go that way. Then my second thought was, are they gonna use a Bugatti? And then I was like, well, that's too much. That's too much.
No, not a Bugatti, man.
So,
I feel like we're gonna get a newbie pimp my ride episode.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
But yeah, man, no, I think this is gonna be awesome.
Didn't Abrahams fuck up the Star Wars franchise like really bad? Tim, see, I wouldn't know.
Depends who you ask.
I've got 45 years worth to catch up, But nevertheless, I think this is going to go up. When people start talking about nostalgia, and it's funny because some people were hating on this when it was announced, but like, this is nostalgia for, like, I know our age group, right, BC? Like,
yep.
That's just what it is.
Well, you got like 10 years on me, but
I have like 4, but okay.
No, not even. But yeah, no, totally, dude. The nostalgia, everything. It's just, see, that's the thing, is, do we stick with Ferrari?
No, that's PI. What in the cartoon? It wasn't a Ferrari. It wasn't even.
I want Ferrari. No, you know what I'm talking about. Ferrari.
Yeah.
Ferrari. Come on, man.
Please stop.
Did you watch F1?
Yeah, Lewis came in 8th. That's not good. Man. It's over for him.
Terrible.
He had to win today in order to make it. So now, moving forward, even if he makes a push, they're going to tell him to slow down and let George pass. So it's
I just want to see.
All right, this news was brought to me, and I actually just heard about it last week, coming from Justin over there at the Comic-Con podcast. But Marvel signs deal to have CGI Stan Lee appear in future films. I mean, I've been to a show in Toronto and in Niagara Falls, actually, where they actually had a hologram of Tupac. They had a hologram of Prince. So it's kind of cool. In movies, I guess you want to kind of just keep that energy going and all that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think it like leaves enough for like the closure. You know what I mean?
So look, it's not going to be just within movies and stuff like that. I know that they're going to be using him also for, like, let's say their theme parks, merchandising and stuff like that. I think on that aspect, it's fine. If it's going to be, let's say, an attraction, with Disney having like their own Marvel section, and then you got like Stan Lee making an appearance on a ride or something, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But to use him constantly within the MCU, I'm a bit iffy about that, man. Like, it's touchy, the fan in me does want to see him, but just if he's used correctly, appropriately for a short period of time, it's fine. But I mean, to constantly, plug him in on and constantly go through cameos in every movie, like let the man.
I just feel like you don't get closure. You can do something way better to like give it a tribute, and I get why they want to do it, but like, yeah, just like I think closure needs to happen, and just like,
yeah,
boom, you could make a store in the background in every movie, be like the Stan Lee or whatever, just like have something, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, exactly. Like I agree with Dan, let the man rest. But like I said, small ways paying homage where like within the, the Marvel attractions, like where Disney is and stuff like that, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. Within the MCU, I just think, here and there, if you want to sprinkle it in, I guess I remember playing the Spider-Man game, and when he popped in at the diner, I was like, oh, this is amazing, right? So that was cool. Same thing with Miles Morales, the Into the Spider-Verse cartoon, when Stan Lee is the one selling the costume to Miles. I was like, yo, that's neat. You know what I mean? Little cameos like that. It's okay. It's okay, but don't do this for a cash grab or whatever. Just let the man rest. That's it.
Yeah. Well, there's no rest for people specking on Thor Love and Thunder. But quietly, have you guys noticed that there's confirmation of a returning character? And when these things happen and they kind of go through the cracks, it's kind of interesting to see, because then more speculation happens where they're like, okay, why are they doing this? Could it be bigger than we think? Now, the character is obviously Jamie Alexander, right? She plays Lady Sif. She's in Loki season 1, right? She returned there. Odds are she's going to be in season 2. There have been some reports saying that. I think in this article they touch on it. But she's going to be returning in the movie as well. Something, nothing. What are your thoughts here, man? Because I feel anytime that there's these like unconfirmed or like through the cracks, like returning characters, I'm like, okay, do they have a bigger role? Like, is it going to do anything for like spec value or down the road, or possible characters that they could kind of join with? Like, what's going on here?
Honestly, it's a big meh for me. It's
what?
No, but it's okay. She's in the movie. That's cool. I think there's a lot of focus elsewhere, especially since the trailer dropped. Like, yo, everybody is here we go, bro. I'm constantly checking the phone now. Like,
do your job on YouTube, all right?
I know I am. I'm trying.
Get it together.
You don't pay me enough, man.
Get it together.
But yeah, no. Like I said, man, the eyes were elsewhere, especially with the second trailer with the whole gore stuff. But okay, Sif is in this one. Yay.
Do you think she has a bigger role though? Like, I feel like she's not just coming to just be like, watch out, Thor, there's Loki, or watch out, Thor, there's Gore.
No,
like, I feel like there's more to it.
I could see it that maybe she does take on a bigger role, but I don't know, man. There's way too much going on within this movie for her to take on such a huge role. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. in lobster tails. But yeah, Gore. Yeah, how do you feel about Gore?
I feel like people just like gotta forget. Like, okay, the nose isn't what you thought. Just relax. Michael Jackson had a nose nobody liked. Guess what he did? He got plastic surgery, right? Or that's after the. Like, it is what it is. It's a fucking nose. If people are going to be mad, like I've yet to hear anybody say newbie. Yes. Gore's my favorite character. It's been my favorite character forever.
Yeah.
I've yet to have that conversation with anybody. And there's like almost 8 billion people on this planet. I've yet to meet that person. Right. I think this character is going to come and go. Is it going to be around for a while? Yeah. I think people just got to slow down. You just watched a trailer of 2 minutes and you've basically become a movie expertise on how the movie is going to play out. My personal opinion, and I know it means squat. Yep. I think every time he kills somebody or something, that black thing that's kind of around him, obviously the symbiote or whatever, is making him more worse and worse, and he's going to eventually change into what we know. But again, people like to jump and that's okay. But you're just ruining the movie for yourself. Just let it pan out. I think a lot of people are just making a big deal of like this nose thing. It's like, just relax.
I could see that throughout the movie, the evolving of gore. Great question, man. I don't know if you guys have been seeing a lot of the speculation where there's a scene where Thor is there with Korg, and it's kind of, I don't remember exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so you see Thor with Korg. It looks like kind of like a street, but the camera is so far out that you could tell, like it's you almost feel there's a third character there that they edited out. So is it better rebuild? Who knows? I think
it's Hercules.
Really?
Well, no. I think okay. So personally, I think Hercules is going to be the end credit. I think that I know, and again, I think this is what they want us to do, right? They want to play with us. They want to give you the yeah, it could be that guy.
No.
I really think that is going to just be Jane Foster, and then the end credit is going to be Hercules. I don't think we see Hercules in the movie. I think we see him after.
I think it would be awesome if, Gore does kill all the gods, Zeus and all of the above, and Hercules is the one that survives it, man. And I think that's where we get Hercules into the MCU.
I don't know. I think that Hercules book has kind of slowed down in the last like 3-4 months. Not dramatically, because like don't be like, well, Noob, what are you talking about? It was 2000 and now it's 1700. That's still a little drop, but I think you're running out of time to buy it, especially if it's just for a flip or quick money. I think you're running out of time because that movie comes out July, right? So, just
do you have any idea how much time left Chris Hemsworth has within the MCU, contract wise, or anything?
I thought he was going to be done after like this, but apparently he's still going. So I don't know.
Because I keep asking myself, like I'm looking at all the pieces they're building within the MCU, the big characters. Who of the OG big names are going to continue to stick around? Like I know Hulk is going to be within She-Hulk, or Thor is here. Hopefully moves forward. Guardians seem to be coming to an end, and then we'll see where that goes. Iron Man's not there. Cap's not there. I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, all these characters are setting up. Do they have the staying power for the rest of the MCU?
I think that they're leaving some of these characters in just to mix them in with this like new batch that's coming out until
for the handing of the torch, right?
Yeah, until that happens. Because the people that are saying like, oh, Riri, Sam Alexander, Joaquin Torres or Sam Mackie, like all that, like the torch hasn't been passed yet, and I don't think any of these characters have the stability to be like, all right, this is who's leading us, right? So that's just my opinion. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm hoping Chris Hemsworth sticks around because I don't want to see Jane Foster.
Yeah, seems like all the movies so far have had a big cameo. I could see Herc.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. The last two movies, basically, and even this one with the trailer, right? I mean, all signs point to the Living Tribunal as well, right? So,
yeah,
gonna be recast after Secret Wars. Yeah, we got to get there, and that's probably like 8 years away. I feel like people forget that, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the next movie is gonna like Shang-Chi. Oh, the next Shang-Chi's like next year. It's like, no, Shang-Chi 2 is probably like 2.5 years away. So when you start building that story and leading up to it, like he's got to possibly make another cameo or two, then another movie, and then be, you know what I mean? Like it takes a long time. People sometimes forget. So I don't know. Secret Wars, is it happening? In my opinion, if I was a betting man, which I am, I would bet yes, but it's not coming in 5 years. I think it's going to take longer than that. So honestly, I think Marvel is just doing a shotgun approach, and they're going to assess all who's. Yeah, I think so too. Like Moon Knight, they're probably like, nah.
Stop, man.
The old cast so well. Hopefully, future cast has some. Yeah, hopefully. BC, I agree with you. There will be a lot of passing the torch in Phase 4.
But it's nuts because a lot of this passing of the torch, what big household name characters are going to be sticking? That's we have Spidey, but.
And we have too many superheroes now, right? Like there's a lot.
Never too many. Never too many.
No. But what I'm saying is, and I've made this comment to a lot of people before. It's like, and not just comics, anything, food, fashion, music, once you get it mainstream and where it is everywhere, there's that fatigue, and it just happens. It's human nature. If anyone has taken, economics or biology, the human brain, like that just happens, right? Like too much of something is always just going to stimulate other things. And that's just how it goes. It happens. It's not my opinion. This is just fact. Right. So I hope that doesn't hurt it as well, because when you pass this torch, if you don't, to these new characters, and they don't like kind of make everybody's fill, then you also run into like, there's another, superhero movie. Oh, there's another show. Right. Me personally, I love them all. I'm going to watch them all, but there is a lot of people that feel that way, right? So,
but they did say they have the next 10 years planned out. So
yeah, oh, absolutely. Shang-Chi was a forgettable CGC mess. Yeah, that dragon. I think they are going to recast a lot of the mains: Iron Man, Cap, Black Panther. We'll see.
Newbie 78-67, bro.
What quarter is it?
Third.
All right, we gotta hurry. All right, final piece of news. Do you guys know who this is? If you say AI Iron Man, I swear to God, it's not Space Iron Man. It's not even Marvel. It's actually
Mortal Kombat.
It's actually Blue Beetle. Some people were digging it. Most people, it was like 50-50, but I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of dig this.
I love it.
There's probably going to be more added to it with like CGI or whatever and effects, but I'm kind of digging it, man. I don't know. I look forward to this. And remember, it's a movie now, not a show. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's awesome, man. It's so spot on of the comic. I love it. I can't wait to see this now.
Also, sorry, BC, really quickly. I just gotta because I gotta show it off. Just so you guys know, you can't see anything about that car, but that's actually an SUV Maserati. Just so you guys know. BC, go ahead.
So he cropped the photo.
No, so I didn't crop it. No, I'm just saying. But I really dig this, man. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is probably the second DC project I'm actually looking forward to behind Black Adam.
Dude, based just off of the costume, man, it's spot on. And I'm hoping, yeah, there you go.
No, everybody's okay with the nose on this one? Like, I'm just wondering.
Sort of.
Okay with
guy knows his Maseratis, man. If you don't follow him, trust me, you'll know why he knows. He has the best clients. Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just based off of the costume alone, I'm pumped. I think it looks amazing. Blue Beetle, I hope it's gonna surprise us, man. I know a lot of the DC projects, people tend to be like, screw DC, whatever, but man, give this one a shot. I'm gonna say, I really think this is gonna do well. I really do.
I do too. See, I told you. Newbie knows cars, man. I don't need to see them. I just know bodies, lights, all that. I know cars.
Again, he cropped the photo for
did not crop it, man. I did not crop it. Look who's here. Dun, dun,
there we are. There we are.
Pretty cool. I'm holding on to my first appearance book. We'll probably still flip though. Yeah, might as well. Knowing that this is happening, just wait until a trailer and then boom, done. Blue Beetle might get Latino enthusiasm. Hey, I'm Latino, so it's true. I like it.
Yep.
I think MCU just has a Stanley Cup hangover coming off. A championship season is tough. Endgame, I think Phase 5 will get get better, kind of like how Phase 2 was, kind of meh. And yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Also, Swag, I appreciate using the Stanley Cup reference because we're in Canada, but I mean, I would have also accepted Miami Heat back-to-back championships 2012, 2013. The 2014 season was a little rough. So, we could have used that.
But dude, okay, Phase 1 set up everything leading up to Endgame. Right now, I feel like Phase 4 is the Phase 1, but I just feel like it's being played out a little weaker than Phase 1 did. We go back to Phase 1. I really enjoy watching some of the movies. Now, most of them were not as good. Iron Man 2. I'm just kidding. Dude,
I'll watch Iron Man 2 over Moon Knight series any day.
I actually, dude, my son randomly picked Iron Man 2 to watch the other day, and he loves it.
Your son's a great man already.
He is. I think I'm doing okay. But yeah, man. So I feel like Phase 4 is really just setting up everything. Maybe we're also as comic fans, MCU buffs, a little impatient with some of the direction that they're going in. We just want the next Avengers movie, the big thing, but there's a lot being played out, as opposed to phase 1 had like what, 5 movies total or something before we got to the next phase. Here we're in phase 4, and everything is unfolding. We have so many Disney Plus series movies.
I think people just need to slow down and appreciate what you have, right? In life too. I always say this. I'm like, stop living in too many people live in the past. Too many people are living in the future. No one hangs out in the present, right? I always say that to people, and it's usually followed by someone with a smart ass like cliche. And it's like, but it's true. In anything in life, you look at it, everyone, including myself, I'm always looking in the future. I hardly stay in the present. I try to, and I'm not trying to sound like a motivational speaker, but especially when it comes to this stuff, like we're rushing it. Like, oh, we need Secret Wars and Fantastic Four and X-Men. Yeah, that'll come like the next movie. Don't worry, right? Like, do you honestly think that's how it's gonna play out? Like, I think we just need to relax, enjoy what's going on, and I think it'll work out.
Again, for the casual fan, it's a lot of content with slow build. I understand the frustration. That's all.
Iron Man 2, underrated for sure.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna leave it up just so I can screenshot it.
Mickey Rourke.
And I'm gonna use it. Yeah. It was so funny. Somebody sent me a meme where it was like Iron Man transforming, putting his suit, and it was the scene from there. It was like a bad guy going up against Iron Man as he gets ready. And you see like the bad guy just like running like with the horse or whatever, and then Iron Man's just like
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's so funny, man. To me, I was dying laughing. So,
but it's funny because when I was watching Iron Man 2, okay, guy, I went out of my way to congratulate you, even though it hurts because I'm a Juventus fan. But anyways,
they don't even play real soccer there.
They suck ass lately, but we'll talk about that another time.
By the way, shout out to Real Madrid, because even though I'm a Barca fan and I hate Real Madrid, I did not want to see Liverpool win again. There's way too many Liverpool fans around me, and I was ready to break someone's leg the other day. So thank God. And there's a Uruguayan on Real Madrid, so Valverde. Much love to him. He's got a Champions League trophy now.
Yeah, Madrid's on fire, man. Yeah. But what we're talking about, Iron Man 2. So the scene where they're on the racetrack and you see Mickey Rourke is like behind the car, and then Iron Man gets the briefcase and he's like transforming. Yeah. It's the exact scene, right? It's from there. He's turning into Iron Man, but it's so fucking slow.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. I loved it. Oh man. All right. Last bit of info.
Yeah.
Production on Marvel Studios' Ironheart series began this last weekend in Chicago. Last weekend, they started filming. Well, guess what? That means what I've been telling you for the last 3.5 months is don't sleep on Riri stuff. Don't sleep on Riri stuff. Please don't sleep on Riri stuff. Okay, fuck it. Sell me a Riri stuff. I'm going to buy it. And that's what I've been doing quietly, because eventually there's going to be something happening. Okay, so here's the thing. Black Panther 2 is already filmed. It's already done. It is coming out in November. So let's do the math. It's June on Wednesday, right? So June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months away. Usually Marvel drops their trailers 3 months out, which means August, long weekend, where I feel like just before Terrificon, they might release something. So like the last week of July, if not the first long weekend in August, I think the Black Panther 2 stuff, the first trailer might be dropped. A trailer or a teaser, which means they're going to show Riri probably in the second one. But if we know that she's confirmed to be in Black Panther 2, all we need is that trailer for Black Panther 2 for this character to just explode. You only really got about 2.5 months left in order to kind of grab all this Riri stuff before it explodes. And the fact that they're already filming this, that's just like on point and sticking to the script for the show coming out next year.
Oh, man. So then James Rhodes, not Riri Williams. How do you feel about that, man?
It's not happening. I've said it too many times already.
Yeah. So it started filming. You first off, you said you're picking these up quietly. You're not doing it quietly. We know. Trust me, we know.
People are still selling them to me, so
yeah, man. Hey, dude, grab him. I think the character is gonna hit 100%, man. There's so much possibility with the character, especially with the young core of the members within the MCU. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. And I'm actually looking forward to this one. I know we're getting Miss Marvel very soon, and I've expressed how I've felt about it. I think the only thing that really bothers me is her origin story, man. It's the whole, her powers pretty much replicate Green Lantern at this point, right?
You saw the reviews, though. I sent you the reviews. So.
Yes, I did. Look, it's going to appeal to the younger crowd, which is great for the hobby. It's great for, the next generation of collectors. But I favor, obviously, Riri Williams over Miss Marvel. That's all I'm going to say. I'm looking forward to this one. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to watch Miss Marvel, but I don't know, man. This I'm pumped about.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I've been collecting Riri for a long time. Big fan. No one's going to replace Iron Man, but I mean, she's going to be in Black Panther. She's got her own show. It clearly is drawn already in the sand that, she's going to be leading the mantle. The War Machine, Don Cheadle, he's going to be around. Same with Rescue. They're going to be around, but he's not going to be leading the mantle. It's not going to work that way. He's also older, and Don's already said that he wants to do certain different projects too, right? So, guy, I see that, man. I see that. Don't worry. But yeah, that's the show, guys. BC, place to be. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you hopping on. Your segment is just killing it. What are we looking at? So I appreciate you doing that.
I'm gonna get you back for that picture. I'm telling you,
dude. That's your segment, man.
Loved it. But before we go, I just want to let everybody know I won't be on with the Comic Kingpins tomorrow, but do go check it out. If you haven't yet, sub up. 500 subscribers, huge giveaway. Holy shit, it's a 3-point game. But I'll speed it up. So go check it out. I won't be there, but I'll be back the following Monday for the Retrospect. Retrospect, guys. We talk books that hit throughout the years that you picked. And yeah, man, that's what's up.
Noob. I appreciate you hanging out, man. Don't forget to follow the Comic Kingpins, obviously, on YouTube, BC, and all those guys on Instagram as well. Jimmy Buckets. Oh, man. And of course, hopefully Tuesday, I'm in a good mood because Miami Heat should win tonight. The Rangers should win tomorrow. Come Tuesday, I should be in an amazing mood because both my teams won in Game 7. Oh my God. Tuesday, me, Rocksteady, we're chilling and we are talking the hottest comics of May. It is going to get really interesting. Just simply because, guys, it's always nice to go back and see what was hot and where those books are now, because some of them aren't hot, some of them are. So we shall see. But it's always a good time when Rocksteady comes in. So Tuesday, 9:35 p.m. Eastern, we're rolling there. And guys, that's the show. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Star Wars if you haven't seen it. I have to see that Obi-Wan show still. First 2 episodes. I'm going to try to see it tomorrow. That's why I don't have the rating for it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Any last words, dude?
No, you know what? Since you're in a rush to go, let's talk the CGC shenanigans. Got nothing left, man. Yo, go check out Comic Kingpins tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys.
Enjoy Sunday, guys, or Monday. Take care.